Hi everyone, my name is Maria McGrath, founder and CEO of Restore Balance and Harmony. I'm just going to move that back a little bit. I just wanted to get on here, do a video and talk about triggers and how they can affect our life, how they can create havoc with our emotional being and really keep us stuck going over and over and over and staying in the same place, sort of being on the mouse wheel, you're never being able to get off. Now, I had an amazing weekend, and through that weekend, I had this aha moment, and I thought I would get on and share it with you because back a number of years ago, when I turned 40, for those that don't know me, I guess firstly, I'm 47 years old. I do not have children and I have never been married and do not currently have a partner either. So, back when I turned 40, they were huge emotional pains for me. Like I could not have said that sentence without bursting into tears. I wouldn't have even thought about saying it. It would not have been within my ability to talk about being childless, or being alone, being single. It was such a huge, huge pain that was in my heart, in my soul, in my mind, and it was in my body. I was feeling the physical pain after years and years and years of living with this sadness and the loneliness and the depression that come with it, the anger and the frustration and the envious and jealousy and resentment, and I could go on with 1,000 other emotions that had come through this lived experience that I had. Always expecting, always wanting, always wishing for and hoping for me to find the love of my life, to have Mr. Right come in and sweep me off my feet, and then to get married and have kids and have this life that I had always dreamed about. And every time I saw a an invitation to a wedding or a what do you call it, an engagement party. Oh my God, daggers in the heart. Every time I heard someone tell me that they were pregnant, baby showers and christenings and just going to the supermarket and seeing babies, seeing happy mums, seeing sad mums. They were mums, regardless. They were all triggers that would send me into this spiral of despair. Now, I was lucky enough to find a female specific therapy modality when just after I turned 40. And I honestly, without a doubt, believe if I had not found that, I would not be here. I would not be talking on video. Guaranteed. I probably wouldn't even be here, period. I may not have made my 41st birthday because it was such a deep pit of despair. It was so, so terrible. I was breathing and that was about it. That was about all that my life was at that time. And I couldn't see any end. And I honestly did not believe that anything could heal that pain either, other than, getting married and having kids. I looked for a lot of things outside of myself. If I just had a better job, if I just had more money, if I just moved town, if I just, had a man, someone to love me, if I just had kids. But the answers, when I got them, came from inside of me, and it gave me back. I don't even know how to explain it. It gave me back me. It gave me peace and contentment and the ability to find joy in life. And I want that for so many other people, because I see them struggling in so many different ways, especially in this area of being childless and also, being single, being alone. It can be a huge pain. physical, emotional, mental pain. And we seem to shut ourselves off. We when we're in that, and I'm speaking from past experience because I'm not in that place now, but we shut ourselves off. We do not believe that anybody else knows what that feels like, knows what my pain and my journey is. However, there are a lot of, and it doesn't matter if you are in that same place, your journey will be different. The emotions you feel will be different. Um, but you're in a place of pain and struggle, and that's where I want to help. I had a weekend working out at a wedding venue. I've just started recently doing some weekend work. I wanted to get out of the house, working here, working at home for myself. On the computer. Obviously, I do have clients, and most of them are Zoom, some are face to face. But I wanted to get out. I wanted to be out enjoying life, meeting new people, and just having some fun again as well. Even though it's work, it is actually quite fun. And which is surprising to say that me attending weddings, working nonetheless, but seeing brides and seeing grooms and seeing love and seeing these ceremonies and all of that would have been a trigger for a lot of emotional pain for me in the past. But now I've chosen to do that, and I'm there, and I've done 4 or 5 weddings so far this year, and I'm not being triggered at all. And I wasn't even thinking about being triggered actually until I got this weekend. We didn't actually have any weddings. We had viewings. Okay, so for any potential couples looking for places to hold their wedding, we had 5 or something on Saturday and 6 or 7 on Sunday. And it was Saturday night. I was sitting on the lounge and I was thinking, wow, for me to be in this place where I absolutely love and enjoy talking to people, being with couples, helping them plan their wedding, talking about their life and their romance and all of this kind of stuff, and I'm not being triggered, how bloody lucky am I right now? Like it hadn't occurred to me, prior, that I wasn't being triggered. I've joined this group of Childless Not by Choice, and I see and I'm hearing and I'm reading all these other women who are being triggered all the time, and I just was so damn grateful that I am not in that place where I'm getting triggered all the time. I was there. I know what that feels like. I know, it's sort of like if you cut yourself, you did really, or burnt yourself, that hurts. It hurts. You feel it. You can remember it. But right now, once it's healed, 1 year later, or even 6 days later, the pain's gone. It wasn't there as it wasn't intense that first day. You can remember that you had it, but you can't feel that pain. So that's where I am now, and that is what I want for other women. It's not to say that you're not ever going to remember that that's where you are, that that's where you've been, that you had this journey through here, but you're able to go through life living in a better, happier, more joyful way. Like I spoke to 5 couples. I think it was about 5 hours of talking I did, but I spoke to these 5 couples, all of them different, all of them wanting to plan their wedding. I'm there, I'm talking, I'm giving them all this information about how, and I'm doing it in a place where all I'm doing is thinking of them. And I'm not in my head thinking about poor me because I don't have, that perfect partner. I'm not having a wedding. I've never been in the white wedding dress, blah, blah, blah. None of that was anywhere in my thoughts process at all. And that is a really, really awesome place to be. And that's why I wanted to get on and do this video, because I know it can be really hard to be stuck and all you ever think about is what you don't have, what you want and not have, don't have, can't have, and to be triggered when you see other people who do. triggered when you see posts on Facebook, or when you see a baby, down the street, or when you get an invite to something. There's this pain and struggle that you just can't seem to get past. I just had, this amazing best weekend. And like I said, it was full of joy, gratitude. And when I sat down at the end of the day, I was exhausted, but I was just like, wow, not one trigger, not thinking about me, not being stuck in what or where my life is or anything like that. It's just living, being present in the moment, being able to talk to people and just concentrate on them instead of thinking about what I'm missing out. And I know I had a journey to get there. I've had 7 years of going through and having Creatrix, which is a specific female tool, if you haven't heard of it, being able to work on the blocks or the emotions, the triggers, the beliefs that come up for me. And I wanted to share this because I want you to see me. I want you to hear me. Okay, I'm living this new way that all women can, if you choose to. If you do not want to stay stuck in that place of being triggered, in that place of feeling that negative and painful energy and emotion all the time. And it might not be all the time. It may just be some of the time. But when you get triggered. Somebody, you might be going along for a week and then somebody says something and you're back to that. Instantly back to the bottom of the pit, the same pain that you were in before. It hasn't gone anywhere. It's still there. However, once you go through and you get this deep learnings from inside of yourself, which is this therapy of Creatrix, you do not have that same place. You do not go back there. You have this inner wisdom and knowing that you're okay and that you can do more and be more. You can remember all of that stuff, and you still have moments, but they're only moments. And they're, where your moments right now when you're triggered might be a 10 out of 10, your moments are like a 3 or 4 out of 10. They are not, and they last for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Mine go for about 3 or 4. I sat down on the lounge, this was a week ago, and I had somebody say something to me on the phone, and it was such a curt and aggressive response that I got off the phone and I just went, cried. But I cried for about 2 minutes, and then it was just gone. It just stopped. And I thought to myself, I want to feel sad. I want to feel pissed off because I have a right to. But there was some internal working now in my programming that said, no, let's get over this. Get over it and get on with it. It was just nothing. Okay, and I don't mean empty in a bad way, because emptiness can sometimes be confused with peace. I was able to let it out instead of holding on to it and pushing it down and keeping it inside me. I was able to let it out, and then it was gone, and that was amazing too. But I really, it was like this awakening of realization over the weekend, how far I have come and how deeply profound this breakthrough process is, because I can. Something that was so painful to me, that made such a difference all my life. The thing that I wanted was to get married and have kids. And 47 and I'm single, and that's not something that looks like it's happening right now. I still have hope that it may happen in the future. Not the kid part. I think that ship has sailed. But finding a partner, finding love, having someone to share my life with, sure. But it's not a pain that holds me and keeps me awake at night and causes me great pain. And I can be happy for other people, genuinely happy for other people who have that, without being triggered to feel negative emotions myself. If you're wanting that, if you want some peace, if you want to be in a place where you have the ability to let go of all of this painful stuff that's sitting here, no matter how much you think you're working on it, and it might go for a while, but then it's back and it goes and it's back, it hasn't gone, it's still sitting inside here. Okay, if you want to release that, you want to live a life where you have some peace, you're able to look at other people and have joy instead of being triggered by other people's happiness or experiences, then you need to reach out to me. You need to want or choose to make change for you. Choose to love yourself enough to say, you know what, I'm going to make some changes. I'm going to go and find out what this woman's talking about. I'm going to research the shit out of this and I'm going to find out what she's talking about. And if it all works out, then I'm going to go there. You know, I have 5 years of Facebook stuff here, and you can see the change in me. 7 years, I've got videos from further back, the video of my breakthrough, where, you know, you can see a difference in 7 days and physical difference in the face and everything else. But you can see the journey that I've been on, you know, from starting doing videos, which I think was 3 or 4 years ago, the growing, the confidence, the change in how I talk, in the passion that I have, in knowing, in having absolute faith and conviction in what I do, and the change it can make for women. But for women who are ready for change, if you're just, you know, stuffing around, I want to stay here, I want to stay stuck, this is who I am, this is my identity now, don't reach out. You want it. You want it more than you want anything else right now, is to get rid of this shit that is hurting your heart and soul, to move forward and make a better life, regardless of what you don't have. You want to make change. You're serious about it. Reach out, because there is a whole life still waiting. I don't care if you're 30, 40, 50, 60 or 70, okay? We have a woman, I had a roommate at our conference, and she's a transformologist like I am, so we're working with this tool. She had her breakthrough and she became a transformologist. She's 82 years old. There is no such thing as it's too late for me. That's bullshit, okay? It is never too late for you to change your life, to get some peace, to release the shit that is breaking your heart, that is holding you, keeping you broken. I want that for you. And if you want that too, then reach out to me. Wherever I post this video, I'm going to put a link to my calendar, but you can PM me. And if you are watching this and you know somebody else who might need to see this, who is struggling, you know they're struggling in this place, or maybe you just don't know what's wrong with them, but they're angry. They're not the same person they used to be. They're angry, or they're sad, or they've cut themselves off. They don't go out anymore. You don't see them smile or have fun or contribute to the conversation. And they're shut down. There's emotion going on in there. Send them this video to them. Tell them that you're there for them. Tell them that you know there's a better life waiting for them on the other side of all of this pain. And it's not going to take a lifetime to let it go. It is not going to be hard and lengthy and telling and re-talking and telling your story over and over and dredging up pain. The results that you get from this female innovated specific tool is fast, profound, painless, and lasting results. And you know what? We even guarantee the outcome. And that is something that we determine together when we have a conversation. So, got 20 minutes I've talked for here. If you want to know more, reach out. If you have the slightest little glimmer of hope of a better future, reach out. There can be. peace, joy, happiness, love. Love for yourself. It's the start point of everything that's better in your life. So I'll leave it there. Maria here, wanting and passionate about helping women create a better life. Bye for now.